And this is the Mentally Compromised Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Mentally Compromised Podcast, your favorite podcast where we drink whiskey, we talk about beer, and every once in a while we remember what the hell the topic was all about. So as you know, every week I have a recurring cast of ne'er-do-wells. And this week I have my guest Darren Kayard. Welcome, Darren.
Yeah.
So Darren is one of the co-hosts of Please Delete This podcast.
Yes, I am.
We are also former co-workers.
Yes, indeed we are.
More importantly, we're buddies.
We're best buddies.
Welcome, Darren.
Thank you, Rick. How's it going, my friend?
It's going pretty good. I'm glad to have you today.
I'm glad to be here.
We haven't talked.
It's been too long.
We haven't talked in so long.
I know.
And it's been like really limited since we left that company whose name we no longer mention.
We don't talk about them, not at all.
They're like the Bruno of our careers. You know.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Bruno. Hey, so I start every show with a toast. So here's to good friends, man.
Indeed.
What are you drinking?
Patron.
Here we go.
I found an old bottle sitting in just kind of aging. Resposito Patron.
There you go. Resposito.
Yeah, I'm a Patron guy.
Sounds fancy.
I'll show the camera.
There you go.
It's really Latin for I don't have money.
I love it. That's great. I'm kind of going old school today. Everything's backwards, but Jack and Coke tonight. So
can't go wrong with Jack.
Yeah, well, this will be glass number one.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we keeping count?
No. Especially when we're recording, because then my wife has ammunition.
Aha. Look, see what you were talking about.
Right. So
what's new, brother?
Not much, man. You can see the podcast has changed a little bit since I last talked to you. But
I see.
My former co-hosts are not gone forever. They promised me that they will come back every once in a while. So
good.
I just kind of wanted to do it more often, and they're busy, and I'm an old man slacker, so
it's good. It's good as long as you're doing it and you're keeping active with it, or you're just doing it as much as you are. That's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm trying to do it weekly, but summer's coming. So
yeah, get nice out.
No promises in the summer because I want to be outside as much as possible, obviously.
Maybe, there's no reason why you can't pod from outside.
I was just going to say, maybe do a couple outdoor campfire podcasts and stuff.
I like it.
I
like it.
Check it out, it'll be good.
How, if I can ask a question, how are you finding the journey of going from 3 to 1 and I guess what's the shift been like for you?
So at first I was like, how am I going to do this by myself? Because I'm fucking boring. I'm believe it or not, I'm not a big talker.
No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, well,
you're like an interesting talker though.
I try. But then I want to say my wife and my daughter who have really been pushing me to keep this going, because I was like, screw it, they're done, I'm done. But they're like, no, you got to keep going. I'm like, I do miss it. And they're like, have different guests every week. And I'm like, how would I do that though? And then, I spent a week or two figuring things out, and here I am. So you're my third official guest.
Number 3.
Number 3. I'm sorry. You would have been number 2, but I had to cancel on you last week.
It's fine. I'm used to being out in the cold.
You are a dad of 3 or 4, so
a dad of 5.
5,
so
that's right. I forgot. See?
There's too many of them, Rick.
Tell me about it. I had my kids early so that I could be done at this age, and now I have an 11-year-old.
So, hey man, life is life.
Life is life. It's great. I can't complain.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, it's good that you kept the podcast going. I like it.
Yeah. I got to work on the engagement a little bit. I'm not getting a whole lot of hits on it, but I just started. What are you like? You're like in the 200s for your episodes, aren't you?
We are teetering on 300. We have one more to go before we hit 300.
Wow.
And in true us fashion, we have, kind of like you, we're in a similar boat. My co-hosts we're just busy with life. So to really break away to pod, it's just been more of a challenge. So we've kind of left the podcast hanging a little bit, kind of just in the air. We know we're going to circle back to it. It's just a matter of when.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Life
But,
gets busy.
Indeed.
But yeah,
Especially with everything around today.
Yeah, you've been doing it 8 years, right?
Um,
See,
yeah.
you didn't know you'd have to think tonight, did you?
Yeah. You're making me have to count. That's the problem. I could think, but not count. Yeah, I think it's been about 8 years that we started the podcast, and it's been so much fun. I feel like it's an insult to say it to up in the air because I'm married, and when you say things, our wives are like, "What do you mean?" That's the so like during the podcast is like I've never laughed so hard, and I'm sure you can agree. Like you're just like talking and the juices are flowing, and you're laughing about whatever,
Right.
and you kind of I kind of get to the space where like, man, I don't think I've had that much fun in a while. And then I say that out loud, and my wife who's like, we went on vacation, you didn't have fun with me. I'm like, no, not you.
It's a different
different.
fun. It's a
Yes.
different fun. When you go on vacation with the family, you got to be in dad husband mode.
Right.
When you do
Right.
something
gotta
like when you do
cater
something like
somewhat.
this, you're in Darren and Rick mode.
Yeah, you just whatever comes out, whatever comes
man.
out. Yeah. So yeah, that's why. I mean, it's good that your wife and your daughter kept pushing you to do it because I feel like it's like a form of therapy for us.
Yeah, gives me a
Yeah.
chance to just
So.
bitch. Maybe not bitch, but maybe not bitch, but
Rant a little bit.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So
So I don't want to take over your show. So I the
No.
guest, I follow you.
no, dude, you're a co-host at this point.
Oh, good.
You're a guest co-host.
So this is
So
my podcast.
This is your podcast. Just that's the whole thing. Listen, the whole original point of this podcast, all the way back to a year ago when a light bulb went off my head and over my head and said we got to do this podcast. This is just basically friends hanging out, having some drinks, and shooting the shit like you're out at a bar or just hanging out. That's all this is. So it's just as much your podcast as it is mine tonight.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah.
it.
I
What-
do it. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna kind of change subjects again and go back to that company whose name we no longer mention.
Ugh. What a sickening company.
So I don't know if you remember the guys who worked at the employees that worked at the hospital in the IT department.
Yes.
Do you remember
Yes.
the gentleman Jared?
I think so.
Kind of had a beard. Long story short, I didn't realize until about a month ago. That's my aunt's husband.
Oh wow. Really?
Isn't that messed up? I had no idea.
You guys are looking at each other the whole time, and you're like, "Oh,
We had no idea. So my aunt is only like 3 weeks older than me. So we're pretty much we
Okay.
graduated together and everything. But she was talking to me and she's like, "Oh yeah, my husband worked at that hospital." I'm like, "Wait, who's your husband?" She's like, "Jared." I'm like, "Jared? Oh my
Oh.
God." She's like, "How did you guys not know that?" She's like, my last name and your last name. I said, "We never said each other's last names to each other.
why would we?"
Never would have occurred to us."
Right.
I said he never knew my last name because it was never in their computer system, so he wouldn't have known what my last name was.
Yeah, they just knew us as vendors.
And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was even like, "Yeah, if you just said your last name is Plant, I'd have been like, wait a minute, I think I'm your uncle."
on the job site.
Right? It's crazy. I had
Small
no idea.
world.
No idea.
I feel like that's the simplicity of men that we could things like that don't cross our mind until like way after.
Right. Yeah. It's just like, oh no, we worked together, we laughed together, we interacted a couple times a week, and we're there to work.
That's
We're
it.
not there to talk about our personal lives unless you become friends with somebody.
Indeed. Hey, yes.
Indeed.
Actually, I laugh about the days that we were driving around like
Oh my
aimlessly
God.
because we had nothing to do. and I the other day I was thinking about it, and I can't remember what you said. You remember the joke that
Obviously, it's funny. Tell me.
I can't remember. I just know you said something like that's what black guys are for, or
Oh,
something. We were talking about a movie. You remember?
I don't remember ever making
Oh
any
man,
racial comments whatsoever.
don't walk it back now. He's like, I have never said in my. You said something. We were talking about a movie or an actor or something, and oh man, it's been bothering me since.
I don't
And I
remember.
just remember us dying about it.
Dude, we laughed about so many freaking things. We had like 4 days where
Nothing.
Bald Man was like, go to this location and see if there are any computers
Oh,
there. And we're like, we already took the computers from, we'll go look again. And we're like, fine,
okay.
we'll drive around on your
All
dime.
right. All right.
Uh,
That place, man. That place. I'm a gift and a curse that we were out of that place.
so, yeah, I mean, obviously you got laid off a few weeks before I did. I should have seen I
Mm.
should have seen it on the wall because it was the same deal. They called me up and said, "Hey Rick, work from home tomorrow, and I'll give you a call and we'll talk about what's next for you." And I thought, yeah, all right, no problem.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
Driving home, I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that what
Yeah.
they said to Darren?
The same exact thing.
Same
Yeah.
exact thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
but yeah,
I take it as a when the door opens, another door closes. When one door closes, another door opens.
yeah, exactly. I
So
mean,
I'll try to be appreciative.
yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm working again finally. So I was
Oh,
unemployed for
good.
like 8.5 months, but
At least you got a little rest out of it.
dude, it was bad. It was a bad thing actually because it gave me a glimpse into what retirement's going to be like. And I'm like, wait a minute, I can get up whenever I want, and I can
Oh
just
boy,
go wherever I want, whenever I
I can
want,
just do as I please.
and just do as I please. But
Mm.
now I'm like, yeah, I'm good with this. But it's like, oh wait, there's no money involved in this.
Aha!
There's always a catch.
I need to I need some type of money,
Need something, yeah. But no, that
and then
was
you don't want to be. I feel like you don't want to be jobless right now. Nobody wants to be jobless. I have a friend. I'm sure you know. I have a couple friends who, it's 2 years. They're still looking for a job.
2 years. Oh my God.
Yeah, 2 years too long. So
I mean, I think I told you, and I don't know if I've said it on here before, but I applied for over 500 jobs in 8 months.
yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
5 interviews. 3 of them ghosted me after the
yeah,
first interview, and one hired me. So,
yeah.
you
Just takes
know,
that one.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
I mean, at least I'm working. It's a little bit of a
yeah.
stressful job, but, I'm
You
working.
know,
It's good.
yeah. There are worse things.
There are worse things. So,
Yeah.
there are also better things,
Okay.
like being on a golf course.
So yes, indeed. So you usually talk about what you're drinking, and I
Yes.
know we talked about quickly about Jack, but any backstories, any good stories with Jack involved?
I mean, I guess I can tell you how I got turned on to Jack.
Tell us.
I always hated whiskey, always hated it.
Mm, hmm.
And probably about, God, I guess it's 16 years ago. I was in the National Guard, and I went down to Texas for some training. I was down there for like 4 months, 3.5 months,
Hmm.
something like that. And I met this guy from Louisiana National Guard. His name was Tim, good buddy of mine now. And we'd go out to like the club on base and stuff, and just have a few drinks after class or something. I always got beer, and he's like, "You need to drink whiskey. You need to drink a man's drink." I'm like, "I don't like whiskey." So he goes, "No." He says, "Take this," and he gives me a glass of Jack Daniels. I'm like, "I don't want to drink that." He goes, "Drink it." This is kind of a similar story because if you see my other podcast, my brother hates whiskey, and we've been forcing it on him.
Hmm. Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
like, "Fine, I'll take it." I'm like, "Oh, this is terrible." He's like, "Just drink the whole thing." And then maybe a few nights the next weekend, we're like, "You gotta have." I'm like, oh, "Fuck, I don't
all
want
right,
whiskey."
great.
And then before I know it, I'm ordering Jack Daniels. But yeah, I'll
There
have
you
a
go.
Jack and Coke. And
Yeah,
then a few years later, I discovered old fashions, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what have I been missing out on?"
old fashioned.
Um,
I like old
oh, I
fashioned.
love an old fashioned.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, and beer. I mean, I still drink beer, but I think if I have a go-to, it's going to be a glass of whiskey over a beer.
What's your go to for beers?
Again, there's a story behind that. I used to always be like a pale ale or like a Sam Adams lager or something like that. And
Hmm.
again, National Guard stories. We had
Hmm.
guys in the unit that would always drink IPAs. And I'm like,
Okay.
I tried like 8 or 9 of them. I'm like, oh God, these IPAs are just freaking horrible. I don't know how you drink these. I can't stand them.
Hmm.
And then maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, I started home brewing with a friend of mine. And, you know, we'd start the brewing process and we'd get all these packages of hops. And I'd
Okay.
open up the hops and I'm like, oh man, that smells so good. And I'd start
Hmm.
smelling all the different hops and noticing the different smells in them. And then before I knew it, I was incorporating that into like I'd get an IPA and I'm like, ooh, let's smell that hops. And now I freaking love IPAs. So I'm like,
You get walked into things, huh?
I do, man. I feel like I'm being pressured. I'm being peer pressured. That's what it is.
Peer pressure works on you. I see.
It does. I'm totally susceptible to peer pressure.
Got it.
That's
Now
why
I
I
know next
started.
time around.
That's why I stared a podcast because you were talking about it
Uh-huh.
so much. You
I
peer
was talking
pressured
about
me
it,
into
and I
it.
was like, "You should do it. Come on, do it. Buy a microphone."
Oh
I don't
man,
want to buy a microphone.
I don't wanna.
So
Ugh,
I'm not a beer person,
I
and I
knew
feel like every
this.
time I go out, all my friends are drinking Coronas or whatever, Heinekens or whatever, and I get it, and I take like 2 sips of it, and I'm like, this is difficult. Um, but the only one I could, I get slack for it all the time, but I could do an Angry Orchard. I like it. I don't know if I don't even know if that's considered beer
It's
or
not
a
really a beer.
cider
It's
or
more of an apple cider type drink. I personally, I don't like Angry Orchard.
nah.
So,
What?
but
Why are we friends?
I don't know.
And that's why we're
That's
friends.
exactly why we're friends. We're friends because of Bruno. Wait, that's what it is. It's Bruno
Yes,
from now on.
because of Bruno.
We're friends
That's the
because of
name of this
Bruno.
episode.
Dude, I'm gonna go back to that day that you and I actually started being friends.
Hmm.
We were in that IT room, and we're pulling hard drives out of computers, I'd seen you a couple times. I'm like, damn, who is this big dude? Because you're a big dude. You're tall.
Yes.
Not as big as that. Was it Nick? Remember Nick, the old
No,
guy?
not as big as. Yes. Yes.
You're
Yep.
not big that
I
way.
wonder how he's doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we're in that room, and I think we just started talking. And I think we'd
Hmm.
only been talking for like 10 or 15 minutes. And I said something that cracked you up, and you're like, oh, yeah, I like you.
Yeah, we're friends. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
We're
We're
going to be
friends.
friends.
Yeah. The thing was, I up to that point, I hated bald guy, and I was like pissy about so much, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm just gonna keep my head down and do the work.
Yep.
And because of that attitude, it kind of alienated me. So I would just like walk in, be pissy, and then walk back out.
Yep.
Um,
I
and
did
I'm
notice.
sure
I did
everybody thought I
notice
was
when
an
I
asshole.
first. I did notice when you first started. You didn't even look at anybody. You came in,
Yeah, because
talked to bald man, and walked back out.
yeah, I was so upset. Like we at that point, I think we met at the hospital. At that point, we had went through Butler already. And so it was like a couple months at Butler with him, and I just was like, "Man, I really don't like this guy. I really don't like this. I really don't like this. So just do your work and go home." And I'm glad that you kind of knocked that out of me. It's like, yo, like you could like we're all in the same boat. We're all in a similar boat here,
Right.
and I think that's what talking to you kind of made me realize. Like, don't be shitty with them. They're in the same boat as you. Be shitty with him, but not with them.
Right.
And that's how you and I started connecting. And I've seen Lorenzo, I've seen the other guys a couple of times, and I was like, like, don't be a dick. Like it's not their fault that you're
Right.
here.
Right. And
Um,
I like most of the guys there.
I
Um,
love those guys.
yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't talked to
yeah.
many. I haven't really talked to them since.
Hmm.
I don't think they like me, but whatever.
Well, I think that's a good thing. That's the simpleness of guys is where we can talk all the time, and then we could go a couple months without talking, but it still stays the same. Like the love stays the same.
Yeah, and
Um,
a good example of that. One of my John, my former co-host,
yeah, hmm.
he and I hadn't talked for like 9 years, and
Yeah.
yeah, he reached out to me one day out of the blue. He was like, "Hey, you want to go get a beer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I
Like,
kind of
sure.
do. Sure."
Here
And
we are.
it's like we'd been friends all along.
Yeah,
It just doesn't
like you
change.
never miss a beat.
We're
Right.
simple creatures, man. We really are.
We're very, very simple creatures, man.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I'm gonna run away for a second because I forgot to get my charger. But
Okay.
you tell me when I could do that.
Do it now.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And we're charging. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Totally disrupt my fucking
Unprofessional.
podcast, man. What the
I'm
fuck?
sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm mentally compromised. You should know this.
Yes, dude. I am taking that clip and I'm posting that clip.
As you should.
I may or may not have refilled my drink while you were gone.
How dare you?
So
Now we'll do the same.
there you go. See? Oh man.
So what's newsworthy to talk about? Anything in your
Newsworthy.
world?
Well, politics are off the table. We don't talk.
Okay.
We don't talk politics on this show.
That's fine because I'm not too up to date on that.
Yeah, it's all right. We're already talking about it too much.
Okay. Mum's the word.
Uh,
Can
what's-
I bring up an interesting story I came across?
Yes.
Okay, right. Now I don't know particulars. The way I see the story, I read into it a little bit, and I could pull up information, but it's better to just talk about it how I remember it, and we fill in the gaps as we go.
All right. Is this an us story or?
No. This is what's happening. This is a news story.
Okay, cool.
Have you heard about this guy, this quadriplegic that committed murder?
Yes. Wait.
Can we talk about it?
Before we even get to the murder part, he was a championship cornhole player.
He's a cornhole champion person with no arms, no legs.
So,
How?
if I'm not mistaken, the story is he had his arms and legs cut off when he was a child because of infection or something like that, or as an infant.
Yeah. He was like 10 months old, I think. Something like that.
So there's so many shocking parts of this story. First of all, he's a cornhole champion. Second of all, he shot somebody. Third of all, he shot a passenger in his car.
His car while he was
driving. I can't even freaking change the radio station and drive.
Rick, the whole time I'm reading the story, I'm like, there's no way this is true. At first I thought it was he shot somebody while driving, but like the person was outside. And then I find out the person's in his car. So now my first question was, what was the passenger doing when he was trying to get the gun out? Like, because it couldn't have been like an easy, swift.
I mean, you can't like be like, dude, hand on the forehead, stop.
A good mush would have stopped all of this. I feel like he watched the guy like, what are you doing? Like, what are you?
Oh, wait. Let me just sit here while you cock that, while you load that weapon.
Right. There had to be. Right.
So
if he's driving the car, there had to be like you've watched him do this.
Maybe they were in a handicapped parking spot.
You see why it's preposterous, right?
It's
the
so
whole time
crazy.
I'm reading the article, I'm like, no, like I'm not. No.
So, you may not know this. There is an online video of him at a shooting range firing a pistol. You haven't seen this?
Oh.
So there's an online video that somebody took of him at a shooting range firing a pistol. I saw the video and I'm like, I don't understand.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
And then they said after he shot the people, he looked at the people in the backseat, was like, help me dump the body. And they said, no, we're going to call the police. Again, there's nobody like just mushed him out of the car. Like, Rick, okay. Rick, help me out. Why was he driving of all those people?
He was the only one sober?
He's the only one without limbs, Rick. If you and I are together, and I don't have arms, And I look at you, I go, I'll drive us home. Like,
I mean,
don't you
like,
think you'd be like, no.
wait, do you have a gun? Because I might have been like, okay, you can drive. You got the gun. Dude, we're going to burn in hell. We're going to burn in hell.
Yes. This is just a normal thing for us. Because, Vic, the whole time I'm looking at this article, I'm like, what? No. Like, what do you mean he doesn't have legs? And I guess they kept saying cornhole champion commits. I'm like, okay, I understand he played cornhole and he's a champion. But, like, stop saying that. Like, it's not helping his cause any.
You're going back to your question. If you had no arms and you said to me,
yes.
do you want me to
hey,
drive?
Let me drive us home. I got it.
I'd have been like,
drive us home.
You know what I would have said? I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
No, I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
You
should.
You might be old enough. Do you remember the toys, the Weeble Wobbles?
Yes. Oh my God, Rick. Rick called this man a Weeble Wobble. He's doing all this.
I am so going to hell.
He's doing all this. What do I mean? Like,
why won't he fall down?
Push him. Come on. So then I'm like, okay, what happened in the car that he was like, I'm gonna shoot this guy? Like, what argument were they having? Like, that escalated to like, I need to shoot you.
I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
The only thing I could think of was the passenger was like, you can't shoot and drive at the same time. And he was like, yes, I can. No, you can't. And then pow.
Oh, I guess you can.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't make sense to me, right?
I mean, and I didn't know about passengers in the back seat, for starters. I didn't know about that part. Mm-hmm. They couldn't restrain him. I mean, it's not like he's gonna flail and get out.
All you gotta do is like hold the seatbelt a little tighter, and that's it. He's immobilized.
Or maybe he was in a car seat. I don't know.
If he was in a car seat, Rick, oh my God. Wait, because I kept saying to myself, like, all right, do you know the type of asshole you have to be for you to be cocky enough to say, like, I'm going to have a gun in my car while I'm driving, even though I don't have arms and legs?
He's confident.
Very confident.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Do you know if they caught him?
I don't even know. I know my wife follows the story pretty close.
She does.
I don't know if they call him, but I mean, I don't see how he can win any case. It's not like he has a leg to stand on.
No.
Sorry. Too soon.
It writes itself.
It writes itself. Found guilty. No leg to stand on.
I can't wait for all of the court stuff I can't wait till they really get a hold of the story and they start to just make fun of it in every which way. Because it's preposterous to think that's how it happened.
It is absolute insanity. You're right. You picked the perfect story to talk about.
That's been the forefront of me and my wife's conversations of just how this happened.
Yeah, it's.
And I guess if you were to find yourself at odds with a handicapped person that way, like, would you really want to fight them? Because like nobody's gonna be like on your side if you fought them.
Let's put it this way: if it had come to, let's take the gun out of it.
Mm-hmm.
If it had come to a fight and you beat the shit out of the amputee because the amputee antagonized you, pushed you, and you just fucking laid out and punched him and knocked him the fuck out, guess who's getting in trouble?
You.
Yes, because I fucking picked on a freaking handicap.
Not only would you get in trouble, you would be like the lowest scummy person in the world to everybody.
You'd literally You'd literally be a comic book villain.
Exactly. Exactly that. But then also, if I woke up tomorrow and they were like, "Yo, you got killed by dude with no arms, no legs.
I mean, can you imagine that?
It's a lose-lose for you.
Can you imagine? I'm gonna go dark. I'm gonna go dark.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Can
go.
you
There.
imagine? He shows up to St. Peter at the pearly gates, and St. Peter's like, really?
There's an odd look, just like
It's just like, is this right?
how?
Oh man.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. There's some
doesn't make
crazy
sense, but-
shit going on out there, man.
There's a lot of crazy stuff. That just happens to be one of the ones that have stuck out in my mind.
Excuse me.
Mm.
Oh man, that's funny shit right there.
Thank you. I'm glad I could bring some humor, because that doesn't make any sense.
It's just so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What else? What else you got?
Told you, man, I'm a boring dude. I'm not a
Yeah.
talker.
You're not boring at all. Let's see. What else can I bring to you?
See, you're the guest host I needed.
Because you know what it is. On our podcast, like you, there's three of us, and we all write down topics that we want to bring, but we don't talk about those topics. We
Right.
just in our little notebook, and then organically in our conversations, we're like, oh, I thought about this and da 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 da. So now I have a note, like my notepad is full of things that I haven't said to anybody, and so you get all of them.
Bring it on, man. I love it.
There was one question that we asked that we were really kind of tied up with, and I don't know if it will make sense to you or whatever, but okay, we like to ask would you rather questions.
Oh boy.
Okay, and one that kind of had us like really in a chokehold was, okay, would you rather give up kisses in all ways and forms, like kisses, like mwah, or would you rather give up condiments?
I could give up condiments.
You'd rather have kisses.
I'd rather fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
But-
can you imagine your beautiful little daughter never kissing you again?
I could not, but also I like ketchup and honey mustard. I'm gonna be honest, Rick. I'm gonna be honest. Don't
Since
judge
we're
me.
going there, barbecue sauce and honey mustard for myself.
Right, you mean I can't have those things on a burger anymore?
I mean, I could sneak it once in a while, right?
No, you can't. It's one or the other.
Who's gonna
If
know?
You're going to do.
Who's gonna know?
I don't know. I don't know the penalty for breaking the rules.
I guess that's the ultimate question. What's the penalty if I
What's
break
the penalty?
it?
Okay,
Like, am I gonna die?
We'll say this. We'll say this. To you, those things don't exist anymore. Those things are just not part of your world anymore. You can see them, but you can't have them.
So, but I know they exist and I've had them before. Now I can no longer have them.
And now you can no longer
Any
have them.
condiment.
We'll just say any mayo, honey mustard. We even found a little loophole with salad dressing, but we weren't really sure. But I like mayo. I like mayonnaise on like a ham and cheese sandwich.
See, I'm not a mayo guy. I'll be honest. I put honey mustard on almost every single sandwich I ever make,
You can't do that anymore if you keep kissing
and I put
people.
barbecue sauce on my burgers.
Yes.
You're saying I can't do that
if you
anymore?
want to keep kissing your wife and kissing your kid and kissing your coworker like me,
You know what?
you can't.
I can make it work.
You can't.
I can make it work.
No condiments.
No condiments. Do pickles count as a condiment?
No,
So
it's a food.
I could do pickles. I could do lettuce, tomato. I would
Yeah.
find. A lot of people hate this word. I would find moist things to put on my
I felt it coming.
sandwich to replace the condiments. So yes, I could do
I
it.
felt
I could
it
do it.
coming.
I could do it.
We were knotted up. Now I love kissing personally.
Absolutely.
I can't. My kid's not gonna come to me talking about with a boo boo and I can't kiss it. But I do love my condiments. But I'm gonna choose kissing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine never kissing my granddaughters again, never kissing my wife
Mhm.
again. Even my son, I still kiss my son. He's 11 years
Yes.
old. I still give him kisses. So
Of
yeah,
course. Yeah.
no, I
So
don't.
you're you're a good man. So
Can I change my
I
answer?
know. No, you can't. I know my other two. They were like, we are we are very conflicted. They could not give me an answer.
I don't think I'd be conflicted about it. Listen, so I think what makes it easier for me to decide. Years ago, I was on a big health kick. I was exercising
Mm,
all the time. I was eating healthy. I cut out
mm-hmm,
sugar. I cut out dairy.
mm-hmm,
I cut out butter, and I never missed it.
mm.
Even now, 10 years later, I don't use butter. I barely drink milk. So I think,
Yeah,
yeah, at first I'd be like, oh man, I really want this, but
yeah, it sucks.
after a
Yeah, yeah,
while, I'd
yeah.
be like, I haven't had it this long. Why does it
Yeah, I
matter
could do
now?
without it.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. That's true.
And
That's
and
true.
I
Yeah.
would hate to eventually feel that way about kissing. Be like, I haven't done it in
Aha.
so long anyway. What am I missing?
I don't need the kiss.
I don't want to feel that way.
Ah,
You know?
I understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then for me, like kissing, for at least for me and my wife, like it leads to like everything else. Like we always like kiss hello, goodbye, good night, hello, we're bored, da da da
Absolutely.
da
Yep.
da. So yeah, giving that up would suck.
Now, how long you been married?
We just passed 11 years.
Okay. Still
Yeah, you guys
newlyweds.
are longer.
Yeah, we're a couple of years longer. We just
Yeah,
passed 35.
Jesus. What's the secret? I think I've asked you this. I'm pretty sure you've told me that, and I said to you, "Well, what's the secret?" So I'm going to ask you on air. What's the secret to 35 years?
She's always right.
Mm, I agree.
Honestly, no. It's I don't want to get all corny after we've been all crazy all night, but it's just freaking respecting each other, and
Mm,
we argue. She'll say something to me and I'll disagree with her and she gets pissed off at me because why are you disagreeing with me? Or she'll say something to me and I'll get pissed at her and I'm like, why would you say something like that to piss me off? And
yeah,
but then it's just all better,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
There
yeah,
there's I've seen like memes and stuff that I think explain it very well. Most married couples don't apologize after a fight. The way it ends up, they have this big fight.
mm.
And at some point, the wife will get up and go in the kitchen to get a drink, and you'll be like, "Hey, hon, while you're in there, will you make sure the stove is
Okay,
still there?"
okay,
You know,
yeah, yeah, and that's the
and that's it. You're
to
done.
diffuse everything.
Yeah, you're done.
Mm.
So I mean,
Oh
that's
man,
yeah. Don't get me
is
wrong. We've had our fights.
hmm
Everybody does, but
of course, of course.
in the long
Do
run, I mean,
you do you find that like I say for yourself like that you guys don't apologize or you kind of just keep it pushing?
we don't apologize often. No,
Yeah.
you don't
Uh,
need to. We anything we say to each other in anger or
mhm, mhm, mhm.
aggravation, we both know we don't mean it.
Got it. It's just that.
It's just, I mean, we've been together 35 years. We know each other better than we've known anybody else. I've been
Yeah.
with her more than half my life. I mean, I've been with her
Mm.
longer than I wasn't with her. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
she's literally the most influential person in my life,
Hmm.
you know? And even to this day, I will freaking bend over backwards and do anything for
Of
her,
course. Of course.
Of course, I
Yeah. Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and I'm sure
Huh,
she'd do the
that's
same
good.
for me.
Indeed.
All right, I'm going to delete this
Um.
part of the podcast, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. She doesn't need to see this.
She doesn't need to see any of this.
We'll just go from what's the secret, and then we'll jump ahead to like, oh, there's a technical
All right,
problem.
well, thank you for joining us tonight. It'd be like, hey, is there something missing there? No, don't
Yeah.
know what you
No.
mean.
No. No. Nope.
No,
He
well,
didn't say anything of worth.
that's exactly what
Um.
happened.
For us, it's been like choosing each other, right? So like I'll like just like we argue, and I know I tend to like hold grudges or hold on to things. So we get into a little back and forth. I'll shut down and I'll keep it in my head and I'll like kind of overplay it into a proportion that I didn't need to get to. Um, and it'll make me like pull away and then make me like just be in my shell. But then it's like, no, 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 Darren, like you chose her for a reason. Like don't go down this path of not wanting to be near her because it's not going to help things.
Right.
And so then we get next to each other and we talk about it. And unfortunately, my wife is Puerto Rican, so I have to apologize. Apologizing comes with the territory.
Sure.
But we've made it this far, so something right.
Yeah, you guys are you're a good couple.
Thank you.
I
We're young compared to you.
I stalk you guys on Facebook, so.
Oh, oh, you got to follow her. I don't push shit online. You got to follow her.
Usually, if I say, "Oh, I see Darren," oh, his wife
Yeah.
tagged him.
Yeah, yeah. I'll put like a funny thing here, and I guess since the company that we were a part of, I kind of like, I kind of like distance myself from social media, so I'll just like stalk people, but I won't really. I haven't put anything. Or I haven't posted a lot, and I don't know if I want to change that or not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I'll post occasionally, or I'll share a memory. I was actually considering deactivating my account at one point.
Yeah.
And then, podcast stuff started happening. Well, I can't deactivate the account.
Yeah, you can do it now.
No, I'm kind of stuck now.
Yeah.
So, but I do. I don't think I post anywhere near as much as I used to. I posted something recently. I don't even remember what it was. Might have been sports related or something stupid. I don't know. But yeah, I don't. It used to be. I used to post every day. And, this, and look what I'm doing. And I'm like, I don't fucking care anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I don't care what the people are doing, and I care what the people are doing, but I don't care that they care what I'm doing.
Yeah, I like to see what some of my friends are doing, but every once in a while I'm like, okay, you don't need to post that much.
Right.
But
right.
So I do have, and I'll never say names, and so they'll never know who it is, but I have several friends who I just unfollowed. I didn't unfriend them. I just unfollowed because I was just like three times a day there was posts, and I was like, I don't care about
that's too much.
Maybe once a week, maybe once a week and see how you're doing. Cool, but I don't need to see what you had for breakfast, lunch,
all
and
of
dinner. But I'm also not the kind to shame anybody for it too. Years ago when I mentioned I was on the big health kick and working out. I was posting every single day, every workout, everything. I was like all in. And somebody has sent me a message like, hey, you don't need to post so much. We don't really care about your workouts or your food. And I'm like, you know what? That I appreciate that, and you are more than welcome to unfollow me and not see my posts anymore. So
right.
But yeah, I'm
see
not
stuff
that
like
guy.
that would make me. It would make me flood their timeline.
I'm not a vindictive person at all.
I don't believe that. Not for a second.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to.
I said that a lot when we were at the place that has no name.
It has no name. No.
Yeah.
I still have some goodies from that place. They'll never get them back though.
I have a couple. So I did forget to mention one last topic before we close for the night. I think I mentioned to you. You talked about how the bald guy pissed you off all the time.
Yeah.
I think I told you before. I actually worked with him at another contract.
Yes.
At another hospital system, and in between that one and the one in Rhode Island, I was in a different company as a fully remote, and the bald man wasn't part of that, and it was a great 6 months, and then they said, oh, you're going to be going blah 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 to Rhode Island to work for this healthcare system. We have some stuff. They're doing this Windows upgrade. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. I walked into that office and I saw him and I went, fuck. I was like, no.
It has to be like that. That has to say something. When the mere sight of you makes somebody like, ugh.
He literally like kept track of everybody's time down to the minute. He's like, so I need to know what time you guys come in and leave. I'm like, no, you freaking don't.
No, you don't.
Because you know what? We're 3 months ahead of schedule already on this project. Why do you care if we leave 45 minutes early?
The work's done, right?
And you and I got laid off because we finished the project 2.5 months early. Well,
they were running out of stuff to give us, yeah.
Right. Next time we'll just fucking slack off and not do everything.
Exactly. It's so dumb.
There won't be a next time, though.
They will not.
No.
They definitely will not be next time.
Well, dude, hey, it was great to
Okay.
have you. This has been
Indeed, it was. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
yeah, this has been an awesome conversation. I hope that your other co-hosts aren't don't think you're two-timing them right now.
They definitely. I definitely will not. I'll just put up the clip and I'm like, sorry guys, I found a new home.
uh, no, but yeah, it was great to have you, man. I love that we can laugh every time we talk, even though we haven't talked
Indeed,
in months.
indeed.
I hope
We
you come
pick up right
back
where we
again.
left off.
Yeah, I hope you come back sometime.
Of course, you let me know and I'll be there.
Oh, absolutely. So as we start, we end.
We end indeed.
So again,
Salute.
to good friends, I'm glad you joined
Um,
me tonight, Darren.
Thank you for having me. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. You tell that beautiful family of yours I said hello.
You do the same. So anyway,
Yay.
so that's the end of another mentally compromised podcast. Um,
Indeed.
as always, keep your whiskey neat, keep your beer cold, keep your opinions compromised. Don't
I
forget,
like it.
check us out on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. Shoot us a message. Comment on these videos. You got something you want us to talk about? Put it down there. Maybe it'll make the show. You got a drink you want us to try that you love? Maybe we'll love it. We don't know. So send us your comments and everything, and then we'll see you. We'll see you again soon.
Alrighty.
All right. Thanks,
Hi,
Darren.
folks. Later. Yeah, that was great.
That was good, right?
That was great.